A very quick play in towards A. A smoke out from Nak. And Cello getting aggressive here towards the trophy room. Gets Destiny, gets tagged up of his own right, gets a bit of damage back off on FNX, and then round the corner he looks for many more headshots. Lato gets a kill. Bolts tries to respond, but he's not going to last too much longer here. Nak and Lato, last two players left for the Red Canids side.
And for Red Canids, I don't even really know what they're going to be able to bring back into this, especially with the information coming out from Yell. At least Nak takes him down, so there is an opportunity of getting a bomb plant to the upper bomb site. Is a player towards that heaven position and one into the vents. They need to try and get this crossfire set, and there's an opportunity for a bomb plant.
Lato peeking up, getting Phelps with a nice headshot, doubles up onto the second, and Bolts, the last man standing. Where can he go from here? Not very far, it seems, against the Red Canids side. The bomb plant has been secured. He's on very little HP, and he will end up dropping to the lone.
All grouped up toward this lower bomb site, Jet.
Nython going around the corner, spot out Yell in the dark position, take him down with a simple Mach 10 spray. FNX does go falling in trade though, so it's not quite a man advantage being found. The Eagles down from SHZ, there's only so much damage, no kills coming in. Finally Phelps takes out Destiny's, Nat gets that trade on the AK-47, 3-on-3 scenario right here. And the Red Canids having a slight HP advantage above Phelps, but not much else other than that. Weapon advantage, of course, still sitting in the favour of the T side. The two AK still in. Phelps especially getting spotted out by Nython with a simple spray. Takes him down. Nak and Lato taking fights and Bolts eventually go down. And he will also take the final shot. So,
because what I might expect from Boom is some aggression to come out of the CT. So this is what we're going to see from Phelps. The aggression coming out in the secret area. And straight away, they get the opening pick.
Yeah, nice kill from Phelps to start things off and try and counter some of that aggression coming in from Red Canids, but now they're going to go for the actual hit towards the A bomb side. It's all a ruse, but they've still got a good defensive held up here. The players are 100 HP for everyone on the A side. All the kills start coming in for Nython and Lato. 3 frags found back-to-back, but Bolts lines up 3 of his own and gets all of them down for the first round of the Boom side.
And at least try and establish some presence to the upper bomb side rather than continuing with the teammates lower. But that's a great opening coming out from Yell.
Yeah, first casualty sustained on the Red Canids side, just 30 seconds to the clock in the AWP. Backed up by an M4, but quietly open the sprays from Lato, though. He knows exactly where Phelps is held at. The AWP still on the bomb site, however. They'll know that there's another one there somewhere. And meanwhile, FNX still lurking on the top end of the site. Takes out Bolts and Yell will go falling. Cello going to try to deny the bomb plant. He'll get one towards Deacon. Spot a second towards double doors and connects that frag alongside SHZ getting a kill on FNX. Now it's Nak left alone with a 1 versus 2. He'll get the first. He's a 1-on-1 to go his way, but the sprays are awkward from both. SHZ will end up with the 17. Red Canids, I think their playstyle in this map certainly could be described as careful, but not careful enough it seems, as Boom gets the first kill. SHZ taking Destiny, Bolts getting FNX, and Phelps eventually spots Nylon top of the draw position, dropping down into the second man. But it's Yell with the AWP that ends up with his 2K. Well, I think they'll just leave that towards Yell on the AWP. He's holding back towards stairs. He'll get that first pick. He's been pretty consistent with the AWP, and he'll land his second kill on Lato. A tick before, and that takes him down with the headshot of the AK. And they'll press up. I think don't think they saw the bomb here for the CT side. I think there's one player rotating down to the lower site, but the other two on top in ramp and heaven are being very careful about where they place themselves. The taps up, takes out Nython. It's all left to Nak. 1 versus 3 for him, and he'll spot one man, but taking damage, unable to connect the kills. The spray eventually works out for 1 damage to the second, and turning around towards Deacon as the door opens, could not get the third. So
in from Destiny on the eco, but nothing quick. Cello's going to get information to the ramp position, does do a bit of early damage, falls back, and he does have the help from the AWP of Yell to try and help him out. Able to find the first, but he might get swing from the T side, and they've taken full complete control of the ramp room area and quickly to the lower bomb side.
A 4-on-4 situation, the AWP goes back towards the outside area. Phelps will get Nak and get a secondary kill. SHZ has responded on the B bomb site, excuse me, getting FNX as the bomb plant is denied. And Lato left alone in a 1-on-3. He knows where 1 is. I don't think he's got information on the other 2. He'll just drop in, try to take the fight head on. Unable to find the frag though. Seems to be the main issue, you know, the fact that we haven't seen any sort of adaptation at all. They will try go quick into this round though, and they will lose their first man. They couldn't get the kill on towards Yell though. 58 HP burning in the mini area, but all 4 players will make their way down to the B bomb site. No one was ready for that. They'll secure a plant out of this, and it will be Boom going in for the... No, never mind. Actually, they might not secure a bomb plant out of this. Cello then a backup. Phelps will drop straight in. MNS get the bomb dropped outside of the blue boxes, and they just adjusted for that so well on the Boom side.
That's incredible to think that 3 players go into secret and they don't even get a bomb plant immediately. They're actually trying to bring this back in the trades. Destiny and Nathan both finding kills. Yes, it's 2 versus 3, but at least they've brought this back to a position where the clutching ability is possible. But Cello, he's done so much work to this lower bomb site round after round after round, and you can't really expect too much from Destiny here. 1v3, no utility. Yell holding down the angle, and again, the AWP strikes.
Vent corner, they'll open up Squeaky Door, and FNX will start to make his way in, being very loud about this. Catches off the AWP though, turns around, is Lato getting that pick instead. Bolts in the back of the site though, ends up with 2 frags, ends up with 3 overall, and the last man standing is, well, almost dead at this stage. He will just get tapped up by Cello. But 3 kills for Bolts there. Can respond to this, like they've tried everything, you know, changing the pacing, trying their own style. We're getting an opening kill in some of these rounds in this round in particular. Cello getting a bit overly aggressive through the smoke, but look at the response from Bolts and SHZ. A 3-on-3. Lato will try and make his way in from main, catch off 1, but still got to do so much more than this. The sprays from Bolts might get caught aggressive. He's got back up to his right-hand side, but needs his M4 to go well against Destiny. No, he will not be able to do so. AWP of Yale, last thing standing. He knows that a bomb's been dropped
From the T side, and it comes off maybe some over-aggression from Cello in the ramp room area, but a few mistakes to come out for the CT side, and the T's capitalize on it.
So he goes out towards the vent corner, and Yell, Lato with the bomb on his back. That's a big frag to find, and Yell knows exactly what he's done. The AK the FNX will strike towards the hell entrance, but 30 seconds needs to support his teammates. Nylon will get 1, and there's Phelps getting a kill back on him. Knack will fall to the AWP, and FNX rotating back to the B bomb site with 20 seconds. This round must be over here, Dwayne. There's no way he can recover this.
This is so difficult. He's got so little time as well, and he's just mollied himself. This is pretty much all over. This is going to be a 11 to 4 half. What a fantastic result.
Here, the pistol round gets hyper-aggressive for the Boom side as they have plenty brought down to the basic Glocks. The defuse kit on Lato already taking damage, already going down to the hands of Phelps. Yell waiting back over at the Squeaky Door area is ready for aggression from the Red Canids side. And that, he's got a nice angle to work with, but the aim punch hurts him the most as SHZ gets that pick, and Boom Esports were ready to adjust against him. 4-on-2, bomb plant denied for a moment, but not for long. Destiny falls. FNX lone man standing here.
And you have to think, Jay, what a difference in a style of round coming out from Boom Esports. That was so quick into that lower bomb site. And I love the way, again, they...
well adjusted so far in this half, and against the first half as well. Lato, however, working with knife on to punch out Bolts here. He gets harmed by the aim punch in this one. They do all make their way down towards Secret in the end. They have gained all they need to. I think they picked up whatever weapon he dropped. I think it was on the AK earlier. The P250 out for Nat gets 1 kill towards Shadow, looking for a little bit more. Destiny gets SHZ. The pistols are working really well, actually. It's a 2-on-4 scenario. They're making their way in. Yell's got to try and take out both these players here. He strikes early against Nithon. They don't know the second player is there on the B bomb site. The USP closing its gap, trying its best to take out Phelps here, but Yell's got to do the majority of the damage with his teammate pinned.
And they need to work together here, coming out for Boom Esports. They need to try and synchronize some sort of crossfire being established. Phelps, that is so big for him to get 2 kills, especially being on just 1 HP. They chuck over that AK to Yell. It's all down to FNX, and quick trade coming out. I can't believe they win that back.
Destiny 30 and 55, and now Phelps makes his way in, trying to spot out Nithon. Will take a dink back for his trouble. Look at the hyper aggression being played up by the Boom side. Bursting from Nithon, almost takes his teammate out, but Phelps turns on towards him after getting Destiny down. So a 2-for-1 trade, a 4 versus 3. HP is tagged up on the Boom side, but Red Canids players are falling like flies. Lato and FNX, last 2 players standing in round 18.
And it's still pretty doable considering how low both SHZ and Phelps are. And it comes down to these opening picks. FNX finding a member quite deep into the squeaky position. 2v2. Look at this off angle coming out for FNX as well. Actually decides to go and hide. Now, he could get the potential of just being swung. It just comes down to timing, picking out at the right time. And it's all down to Cello. 1v2 for him. And the information's already been seen. And FNX is just trying to get the kill.
He's waiting for Red Canids to make a mistake. None of them will, though. They'll face, and FNX will get taken out. How can Cello play with this? Smoke out towards the main cross, and Lato will secure his kills. Very, very awkward off angle. If Boom aren't ready for this, then he could shut them all down. Smokes up, pop flash, not to be received here. And time is ticking so low. He lines up so much damage, gets 2 picks for his own right, and 10 seconds left for the Boom side. They realize they're out of time. And they realize they're out of the round. It will be an 8th for Red Canids. And Boom this time, they're the ones going way too passively. They are just, yeah, not looking good right now.
Forced by investment comes out again. This is going to be a quick upper take coming out. Can they take down Destiny? That's the main important thing. The T side, a good start so far, but Destiny lines up 3 with the AK. Fantastic spray control coming out for the CTs. And what a turnaround coming out from Red Candice.
Well, they tried a rush strategy, and it could have only gone one of two ways, either with success or bitter defeat. And unfortunately, they went to the way of the latter rather than the former. Unfortunately, hitting a brick wall in the form of Destiny. A fantastic 4-man spray down. Almost getting the ace in that case, but not to be. Phelps will clean it up, but they'll know where he is. They'll look for that AK, and they'll wait for Phelps to make the move because he's the one that has to come towards them. He's got Nython around the corner to deal with first, spotting out his shoulder, but giving up his angle, and that will be AK's picked up and recovered here. And the bomb should get planted out here. There's another player in dark, actually. He may still be able to deny it if Yell's not ready for the angle. We'll check it, and there he is. Spotted out. Lato will be able to get the spray down, however. Headshot found. Cello and SHZ deal with Lato and Nython in the end. Destiny also falls, and FNX is last man standing.
Yeah, finally we see a convincing round coming out from Boom, and even though it was a little bit quicker in the secret area, we started to see them slow it down. In terms of map control outside from a Yell. Oh, that's big. They can open up ramp room now. They can bring the bomb straight to that lower bomb site.
No one there to defend it. All 3 of the remaining players are over on A. They're wrapping over through the vents area. The smoke's down. Spray in from Yell as they open up decon door before it pops. A bit of a cross held out for the AWP of Nython firing away. Yell's ready for double doors. Takes him down. The AWP of Nython on solo HP. And in the end, he will be taken out. Nython will do his best to deny outside here. The flash is over, and they all tried to cross. He misses out the first player, eventually connects against him. He's got plenty more players to find. Phelps will hold his own as Cello gets a pick back. 3 players left standing in varying different positions, but none of them into contact against the Boom Esports side. Look on open, checking up higher. Checking up the other side, but just can't seem to see any of it. FNX peeking up from the A-bomb site will go down. Lato, last man standing, as Destiny is left for dead, and the Deagle is all that stands between Red, Canids, and Lost. Tapping up from Phelps will do a bit of nothing, I think, from the CTs. And in the end, Phelps will close it out with a 16-9 scoreline for the Boom Esports side. Good control of this best-of-3 series. We'll see what they can do, though. And we go to our pistol round, and already Boom has started things off by just doing that. Like, what on earth was that shot?
That was crazy. Ooh, the information from the City side getting aggressive through the short face, and even with a player pushing out through long after finding the opening pick, it hasn't really forced any kind of a rotation off the B bomb site. It might in a bit, but for so far, SHZ has got full A site control.
And they're going to try to wrap around and try so they can deal with him here, but Nython is not ready for him to be in bank. That is just a... yeah. Bomb making his way in. SHZ going to get aggressive. Look for FNX and get him as well. Who'll get shot in the back. He still turns around and gets knocked. How do you do this? 4 kills. And that's probably round over. Nothing Destiny's going to do about this.
Let me just keep pushing.
He's going for the ace. Oh my god, what was that? And the AUGs and such are still sitting pretty and waiting. A flashbang from Nak. 17 seconds left, and Red Candice can still hold down the control. Boats gets Lato, but Nako sprays on towards 2. Nython gets an AWP kill. He's dealt with by Phelps. Turns around for a secondary spray, but he's the lone man standing, and he just can't seem to do it on his own. Over from Cello as well as Phelps and Bolts make their way in. A second one going to try and blind off the AWP, and Molotov top of the APC. I don't know if they can bounce off of it. FNX gets SHZ as Nython goes down. Sprayed on for a second, and a third and a fourth. But Destiny is the man that steals that 4th and final frag. Utility certainly aplenty for the T side as Boom lose their first contact. That's an SMG dropped, but 2 kills coming back from Phelps and Bolts. SHZ making it 3. Phelps is all in water, and Lato's not ready for this. It's 1 player left standing, and Knife on the AWP so close with the pistol gets the kill on Phelps, but no more than that, and Boom with a big round. They'll miss those bullets. Still tapping coming close. You'll see them both, and actually they'll overwhelm with the FAMASA kill coming in. Cello can respond towards short though, and look on the try to deal with Destiny. He can't get the tap against his headshot.
I'm not sure they actually know that Destiny is so far aggressive. Nak as well, being able to find one with the CZ, and he knows exactly where SHZ is.
Boom will still make their way in. AK and M4 picked up by Nak and Destiny, and there's one player on the bomb site. He's dealt with by Phelps. Yell next to FaZe. Nithon backed up towards his mid position. May find 2 frags, and he just get Phelps. So now it's all left to Yell. The AWP on him in a 1-on-3 situation here. He's backed up, moving into position. Nak's on the backstab though. He'll get the spray together, and he will find his 2nd kill of the round to close. Force the issue back on Red Canids though. Look at Nithon. Straight headshot with Nat getting a 2nd kill on the Deagle. Flashbangs over from the B bomb site, won't see anything. Meanwhile, the contact being established by the T side. Phelps getting that, getting a secondary kill on Nithon and everything. So a 3-on-3 situation re-established by Boom. But that Scout Deagle combination looked extremely deadly for a moment, and now the T's are doing damage to each other. Red Canids have thrown Boom off quite significantly here. Could well do. He's lurking around from that long position and slowly moving up. SHZ with his back turn. The spray is easy for the FAMAS, and now picking up that AK and a Molotov as well. Could deny a position here, but he only just smoke up the cross towards bank and not do anything else with that. It's Bolts and Phelps backing up and making their way into the site, trying to check out where Destiny is held from. They'll push up to that bank position, making a little bit of noise. This could be an easy first kill for FNX. The second one's going to be a bit more difficult, but he taps with the sprays, not returning from the T. On that monster push, and they're going to push monster again, re-aggressing from Bolts with the CZ. He sees the boost player, taps his way through, sees FNX next. I know there's one player on short, one player on bridge. Nak will get a kill to CZ, tries to adjust to FNX. As Cello desperately looks for his kill on short, gets to the headshot tap, and all that's left is Nak in the back of the bomb site in water. The nade from SHZ though misses, and that takes a teammate out. Nithon getting yelled to 2 versus 2, and that nade could have costed them everything for the Boom side. Bolts left standing alone on site. Bomb dropped to the right-hand side at the short face, and Nak is looking for this lone AK. He pops his head up just above ramp. They can make an 11-4 in the same sort of way that Boom did in their first half of Nuke. It's Nithon with the opening kill, following suit on towards Phelps. Very nicely connecting from the AWP, but not much more than that here. It's a 5-on-3. SHZ going to try trade. Could connect to the headshot spray. Yell gets Nithon as well, so Orb is now out. But the AK still is in for Destiny. He gets a pick back to 3-on-2. Man advantage for the CT side.
Yeah, quite aggressive, trying to take the fight against Yell. He would have seen B presence. And Destiny getting that information through connector, long spray coming through, able to connect, and what can Yell really do at this point? He's only got 30 points of health share.
Okay, so there's 2 players out to this position, so Phelps can just adjust against it while his teammates watch heaven from the site. SHZ goes down, playing the off angle, trying to deal with one. Nak reads Phelps though. Yell goes falling, Cello quick to follow, and Bolts is left alone here as the last man standing on towards short. Molotovs and smokes to keep him away. They hear that damage, they hear the defuse coming in. Red Canids will secure double digits at the turn of their half. FNX trying to continue the good fortune here. 3 players to line up and take the spray on 1, 2, not quite 3. SHZ there with a trade back, and he will get the man out of play. Nat with the M4 round in the corner, sees the AWP, but Yell turns on for a trade frag, so Boom still keeping it even standings at this moment. A little bit of work to do though as Lato gets the bomb. Bolts dropping this one out in the open. The CTs have everything they need to work with to continue with this half win. In the scopes as well from Lato. Can't predict just correctly where Yell is. He eventually spots him actually at the end of the smoke. USP standing by, taps up from Phelps to do a bit of damage against him. Cello taking a damage, and Lato will take him down. Phelps also tagged up for the Boom side as heavy aggression from FNX will catch Bolts off guard. Not ready for the heaven control. Meanwhile, Yell pushing in the back lines. He catches off Lato. SHZ gets a kill of his own right. FNX will press forward, take down the back up towards Graffiti. 3-on-2. Yell getting a secondary kill. Plenty of support here from heaven. They actually managed to sandwich in Nithon. Tap the bomb once. They don't know the player's still here towards short. He will tap up the kill. Phelps got 10 seconds to the defuse. He hasn't got time for this, and will take the man out, but he's just not going to get this round together. It will be a 12th for the Red Canids. 3 players here, but meanwhile over on the A bomb site we've got Nithon potentially getting a backpack. He's dealt with by SHZ, and Bolts gets a kill back with the CZM. 3-on-3 with the AK, dropping the bomb as well. Destiny next up, and Bolts could not get the spray to the next man. FNX will deal with Cello, and the Deagle and Mac 10 of SHZ is all that remains. He gets 1 player dropped. He knows where that bomb's been dropped as well, and FNX Sending him towards mid, no information gain, tap again, and he gets the headshot. Has he got time for this? Oh, no.
Oh!
It's not going to happen.
No, that couldn't have been.
Got plenty of players to find for this one. Mac with the bomb in particular, spotting out Knife and then taking him down. A big kill to find, and they'll continue to press up here to the mid position. It's Cello backed up by Phelps, will still take his swing and get a 5 versus 3. Incendiary's back, Flash is over. Destiny going to try to see if he can take out the AWP player, but Yell not getting too aggressive. They'll see his shadow. The flashbang available, he gets one. Spray transfer to a second. The bomb being dropped as well, but the nade from Bolt's there to respond. Lato left alone, gets one pick, but no further than that. Bolts will get himself 2 kills. Again, one player is going to be weakened, and the majority of the CTs are out here. Smoke out towards heaven. First man spotted. The spray is awkward. They do get Destiny. Knife on the bench. He turns around for a decent kill with a nade. Landed directly by the CT. Forces to return the damage towards him. Lato does find a pick on Bolt. SHZ also known. And Lato just sprays through the smoke to get rid of him. Yell will get an AWP pick, but that's about as far as it will go. Red Canids overwhelming the B-side defense. Try to do damage to the man, but he's burning. Smokes are up. Bolt's trying to see if he can receive, but in the midst of all these smokes and flashbangs, they are all sorts of blind here for the CT side. The sprays up from Knife Bomb might connect to Bolt, actually. He gets a pick back. 2 players left standing for the Red Canids. FNX getting a kill. Mac wrap over towards the water position and get down Phelps. Pick up that bomb as well. Probably get a plant. A 2 versus 2 to ensue. Waiting for someone to face up. Well, I think he may have just spotted Yell on the shoulder bait. Catches Cello anyway, and the AWP is all that remains. Knows where one is, has no idea on the second. FNX about to face and get the final frag. 16-7, we'll be going to a third map here, Dweg. A short position here to face contact against Red Canids very early here. He's got a HE to try to do some damage early on, and he'll hear them coming in. Nade around the corner as they face up. Headshots are landed. He only gets that one pick, though. Diffuse get left out in the open as Knife Bomb overwhelms Yell. Knack looks towards Bolts, and Phelps will also go fall into the 3-on-2. Favor the Red Canids as they secure the B-bomb site.
It's going to be a really difficult retake coming in for Boom. 2v3 for them, and both the players coming out from the market area. SHZ gets the opener. Oh, and a headshot being found, and he follows up onto Knack, just 6 HP. The CTs might just be able to get this retake going. SHZ, what a round he's having into the 1 versus 1, but it's going to be Knack, the in-game leader, the veteran of this team.
They know that they can force the issue. They might not be ready for the Boom setup here, though. SHZ certainly getting one. Phelps getting another. Knife on takes out Knack in the back, but he gets a headshot back to a 2-on-4 situation. Knifeon also getting SHZ, but the HP is so low for these last 2 T-side players.
Oh, this is going to be such a difficult clutch to win out for the T-side. Trying to tap away nothing. He's just so low. 1 kill, gets traded out, and that's all down to FNX. And what can he really do at this point, Jay? 1v3, and they know exactly where he is, tapping away with that CZ. What a beautiful round coming out from Boom. SHZ going to get a lot of information, but actually the Flames are going to be able to block his vision. 1-for-1 trade coming out, but it's still an advantage in favor of the T side.
Yeah, Lato getting Cello on the stairs area. Meanwhile, Knifeon striking out towards short. Now they've got 1 CT pinned into the corner. He'll go falling. Bolts will get 1 pick. Drop that bomb crucially. Nade out towards Sandwich, and no one is sitting there. Knack's rotated out towards Tetris. He takes contact out towards the connector area, and Knack will find the... Oh, and the nade to respond to Red Canids. 28 HP towards Knack. He is so low now. AK from Destiny does force the issue back, opening up here for this one. The AWP of Yell responding all the same. So 3-on-2 as Destiny gets SHZ, and the bomb plant can get secured by the T side.
This lurk from FNS, this wins them the round, honestly. Yeah, and there it is. I say that wins them the round immediately, takes the AWP out of action, doesn't follow up again, but Bolt surely has to go for the save, and instead, rather than retreating, decides to continue.
Round where the buy should be in full for the Boom squad. Yell faced up. Phelps gets that kill on FNX, and maybe even find a bit more. The Demon is doing the damage. Leto needs this kill. He's going to lose it. 2 players left, so even if they can't get this round here for the Boom Esports side, they've still done a lot of damage with just basic pistols. Bolts will still swing out from jungle though. Knack facing. The spray goes better for the CT player. They're on single digits of HP for the Boom side, but he'll start to make his way in from connector. He's going to get very aggressive for this one. I think someone heard a footstep. And the Molotov out from Knifeon. Not timed well against Bolts. He'll be able to get that away. Knifeon smokes up. Flashes go over. 3 of them coming out. Phelps completely blinded, but Destiny goes right past him. He gets a kill for his own right. Looking for the next player out here to the truck position. Lato will get the spray back with the AK. So 2-for-1 trade all in all. The bomb plant will get secured.
and the utility is perfect. What I love as well is they take down 2 players at the B bomb site, and the utility just continues. They
a lot towards mid, and that's appropriate because the T-side players have established that mid control. Oh, Yell blind with a headshot. Phelps takes out Nak as well. And a 5-on-3 situation. He'll nade out Mython here. He'll force his way out. The M4 is so ready for this. They thought they backed away from Connector. They thought wrong. And bomb control indirectly gave on a CT. Cello will spot it there as Lato does take out one of the orbs. Yell taken away from play, but fighting out this top mid position. It's Phelps next up the face. The spray will force him off the angle, not get the kill. The nade won't be able to follow suit either.
Phelps in a ladder room. Now for Boom, they just really don't need to peek. They've got a fantastic opening man advantage, and they do peek out, but at least they're peeking together.
The press up towards the apartments, eventually with the wraparound coming through. Yell takes that first contact with the AWP, falls out of position, back onto the bomb site. Eventually Lato will take his headshot back. It's all left to Bolts him in the corner. He's spotted, he gets a spray towards one, but couldn't find the connection towards FNX next. It's Phelps up to challenge, missing his shot against Lato. And look at Cello in the back lines. Phelps connects that headshot towards one. He's got 2 more to find as the Molotovs make their way in. Phelps will burn to 60 HP, but Cello is moving slowly further forward towards the apartments. FNX has no info on this. The burst through will take out Nak as the bomb plant is forced, and SHZ will get the final round. They just struggle to find their way out of this position, you know. Boom just go passive, wait for Red Canids to make their way into the site. Get the kills appropriate. One over FaZe from Cello does end up with a pick back against the CTs. 4-on-4 situation. They could converge in against the AWP, but the SHZ, well, now he'll lose his backup. He's left out towards ramp. We try and take the forward defensive. Yes, he will, and he'll get his head taken clean off for it. The damage coming in from the short position, though. The Bolts and Phelps will clean up a couple frags. Lato naded out of the mid position, and it's Phelps in a 1 versus 1. 3 kills to his name, trying to make it a 4K here. Dwight the Molotovs in towards Connector. He misses his first shot. Couldn't find FNX, but the second phase, he will not miss at all. He's so good with those crosses. Players that he could find. He helps to fall out. He does see FNX's Achilles heel, though. Incendiary back spot in 2 more. Around the corner goes Nythorn, and Cello gets a secondary pick. He's got Nak next to face up. The teams make their way out. The sprays are not good for any sort of connection kills, though.
Oh, Destiny, this could be big. I don't think they expect this at all coming out from Destiny. How much is this man able to find? If he can take down the AWP, this could be big. And there it is, the kill coming in from Yell. Cello, that was actually a wallbang. Now, Lato's opened up the B bomb site, and that's going to allow the rotate to come through.
Control. Lato completely hidden off, 19 HP. He's got to come in with a response. Bolts makes his way in. Lato gets Phelps. Bomb plant just about denied here for a second. 5 seconds. Nak just get it down. And the kills have gone the way of the T side. Cello's left alone. Position waiting for him to face out to the left-hand side. And Nak just waiting with 19 HP. He is completely oblivious to Cello's angle. Lato also not moving for an inch. They'll face, and Lato will catch him off guard.
And these retakes are going to come in very, very quickly. Boom. They need to set them up as pretty good post-plant positions, because for the Canids side, let's see what they're able to do. Yell to start things off with his Glock, tapping away. There's a lot of information of how many players are coming in from market.
Taps from the P250 of Lato doing damage to Bolts from the back line. Yell also taking a bit of his own right. SHZ standing by to continue his frags and tags. Nak down. Destiny gets 2 picks. Lato at Brucey goes forward to the Glock. FNX is so low. Cello can't finish off the kill, though. 2-on-2 situation. 1 player close to SHZ getting FNX out. Destiny is desperate. He got a trap onto the head, and he will get the 3rd kill, but no kit to his name. Time is running out. Yell's just going to press up, make sure he doesn't get towards the bomb, and both players will go up in smoke. I think it's an A play in it. It's kind of like a split position.
FCB, Phelps is going to get the info.
Yeah, and with the bomb also in the mid position, that was the other thing as well. They could rotate.
They're going to go into A.
What is this? Are you serious? Maybe he didn't get the info whatsoever. He didn't check the bomb site. Cello gets himself 2 picks back. Lato and Nak are chiming in with the Deagles to a 2-on-2. And now the A site is cleared out. 2-on-3, excuse me. Red Canids at the advantage now. Burst in. Phelps goes falling. And I guess that he didn't check the info whatsoever. Doing damage towards Phelps' first contact, but they're just going to pour out a Palace, get the bomb plant. That nade is a lot better, though. Look at that red on the HUD. But they smoke out the site, get the bomb plant, securing that much as open. No, Destiny denies at the edge of the smoke there. 3 kills found by the CTs, making it 4. Sadly, they did their best, but there will be no more from the Boom. Only FNX there to defend against them all here. 60 seconds, and the FAMAS is ready for Bolts. Takes him down. 2 more out of the ramp room. As Nythorn also supports FNX and drops that bomb, so Boom do get decimated this time. Counter-terrorists win. In a very confident position, The man advantage game by the CT forces is the main thing. The spray's back on FNX. Eventually, Phelps connects it. We'll be on 4-on-4 for the retake.
And this is a big risk to come out for the retake for the CTs, considering how much money is invested in this round. But look at this, the FaZe finds the open. If he can follow up again onto this AWP, this could be big. Completely blind, but the shots hit, Jay.
Don't think it was fully blind in that one, but certainly caught off. Nithon still gets it to 3-on-3, and Boomer back passive in Ram and Tetris. The AWP of Yell taking contact, taking Nag, turning us back to the man advantage. Phelps gets a spray on towards Destiny and leaves it all to Nithon with the AWP in his hands, a kit on his belt, but no chance of a 1 versus 3. So will they hunt him down? Will they take him down? I don't think they'll get there in time. He does catch off Phelps, so that's a good pick.
Map like Mirage. Let's see how much damage can be done early. Knack with the early HG with the spam through as well. Beautiful stuff. Quick trade.
Stack in from the T side though. Ton of damage done towards Knack, and FNX down to low HP. Taps up on the Deagle. Destiny gets 2 picks towards mid, and he absolutely needed those. 4-on-2 situation. AK recovered. A second one is also there to pick up. The T's are in the apartments on the B bomb site, and there's only really passive control for Knife on the AWP, and SHZ will try and take contact to take him down. SHZ gets 2. They're not out of this round here, Boom. 2-on-2, the plant can get secured, and there's no CTs here to deny it. They're going to have to retake.
And you almost feel as if Yell's going to be holding this angle at some point to the apartments. Gets the angle, doesn't quite hit the shot. Is going to be able to fall back. 2 versus 2, but Yell, so much information already.
Destiny connecting on towards him. SHZ left alone. AK backed up. Got Destiny for 1. 3 frags found for him. A big clutch. He hears the footsteps back behind the corner. Backing up towards Market. He gets the headshot as well. 4 frags on 15 HP. And a massive round for Boom. Contacting in from this position, the M4 of Lato looking for a spray back, couldn't quite get Cello. He does connect on towards him as Phelps goes falling towards Knack next. 4-on-3, Trey's coming in from the T's, but Lato gets his double, goes no further than that. Destiny swings in for control. It's all left to Bolts, left alone in a 1-on-3, and he won't make it happen. Red Canids will still... Look at the run boost out towards his mid position. Eagle out. Oh, 2 taps. The oldest connect on towards 1. Sees 2 more as well. They're tapping their way through towards connected. They're finding the kills. Boom. 5-on-3 situation. They're low on HP, sure, but they found a 2-man advantage. Keeping his eyes on, they make the noise. Here comes the M4. Burst on, can't deny the bomb planter here. The spray will line up. He gets 1 kill, but he's traded back by Bolts. 2 players left standing. FNX will take next contact against the low HP Yell. I don't think he'll find the kill against him. No, he's at point-blank position right around his corner. We'll see the gun barrel, take his head off his shoulders, and Nithon's left to save. The AK's been recovered, the M4's also been picked up.
AWP out of the hands of Nathan, and Phelps might just be able to do it. Gets lucky with the timing, the P250 to come out. Oh my goodness!
Oh no.
4 players staying alive. Jake, they...
On this execution. Here come the smokes, here come the flashes. FNX first contact. CZ takes out Bolts. No. Nithon gets a kill on Cello. It's happening again, this time for the Red Canids side. T's moving up to the site. You've got Destiny with the FAMAS taking out 1. FAMAS from Lau gets another. And Red Canids force their way back to evens. We'll go to full 30 rounds, and appropriately enough, Boom Esports are shut out once again. The AWP is hunting. Lose his control just yet. Nithon gets Phelps, FNX follows suit. 5-on-3 situation. It looks like it might just be over. Bolts gets 1 pick though on Destiny though. The Deagle's back, got FNX to receive out here towards the smoke, so he'll tap his way through, he'll get the kill! 3-on-3, the AK not seeing the AWP top of ticket booth, but he knows he's there now. And they've still got a lock at this mid position. Look at Cello's position here, on towards the CT spawn. When he wrapped back in against him, he'll take that fight. Lato will take him out, but now there are rifles on the last 2 Boom players, and they're gonna have to fight their way into the A bomb site if they want to have a chance here. 40 seconds ticking away. AK's got 2 low HP players to find, and the spray through the wall connects to Nithon. Still got Lato to find, still got Knack to find. Knack's on 100 HP, and he comes in from connector, double facing. M4 burst through, does not connect the headshot. The AK may be better for this position. He'll spray through, damage done to both. Manic through the walls out towards the open, and they found the kills for it. 15-15. Way. He is going to be left alone to defend against it. And to be fair, he's been left with this trough quite a lot throughout the course of the B-side defensive. Cello falling towards short as the AWP does strike to try and support him initially. He gets a kill back on SHZ as It's a 3-on-3 situation. Thieves making their way in. Bolt's going to wrap over towards the bomb site. Does not see him back over at bench. They should be able to read it out, though. They see him, but Yell can't take the shot, and the AUG repositions itself. Expecting players to come in from short, gets a secondary kill, but he goes falling, as does Nython on rotation. The plant to be secured. Does Destiny go for this retake? He's got a kit, so I think he might just risk it.
That's a big call to make. Boom. Looks like they are going to, or should be able to pick up their 16th round. Destiny going to make his way out the window, but catches a player looking in the opposite direction. Yell is going to find the trade.
Around the corner, seeing no information, does find the frag in the end though, so one pick found. Molotovs and smokes out towards the connector area, going to try and force Nython out of position, and they'll be pretty decent with it so far. Secondary flashbang also set up, but a CT player is the thing they've got to worry about. They do get Nython down. AWP pick against Destiny. Oh no! You thought Red Canids need to make mistakes, but Boomer forced him into an awkward position. Lato, 1 versus 2 with the AUG coming in from jungle. Finding the turnaround for the AK. Lato bats around the corner against Bolts. Will catch him on the headshot. AWP, last thing standing. He jump faces, sees him, takes the contact, unable to connect the shot, unable to connect the kill. But a second face, when he gets aggressive, will win it out for Red Canids just by 3 very high HP players from the CT forces, except for Destiny, and actually they're taking a lot of damage to their own right here. And they make their way in very early to this one here, Dweg.
This is the bombs planner for Bolts, but he's so far back. It really needs his teammates to try and help him out on the side. SHZ starting things off. Can he follow up again? Lato, we've seen what he's been able to do with this AUG before, and they're just struggling. They're trying to pick up that smoke, put it down onto the bomb. This might just get stuck in the end. Yeah. Cello's going to swing out for the A-ramp area. The bomb being stuck, but they can't find the kill. Finally, they do. Oh my goodness, again, Jack.
2 players that just got lit up. And the AWP of Yell gets Nython. Got a bit more to find here as Nak makes his way in. Good shot to the second, dropping that bomb. Destiny next to face here. Lato gets a kill. He spots the man up on the stairs. A third frag found by the AWP. As FNX tries to fight back, he's in a 1-on-3 situation. Just not going to happen. Yell with a big 3K.
In that last round. Maybe this round might be the round.
Indeed it is.
Oh, yeah, yes it is.
First pick found by Phelps, and 4 more to go as Red Canids sit on the edge of defeat right here. Nades against Lato to 65 points of health. Bolts will make his way in to try and contest against him, and he actually burned the man alive. So 3 players left standing for the take contact. The AWP waiting for Phelps will be at forced out position. Flashes over, looks for knife on the sprays. Awkward, but it doesn't matter. He's got CT backup, and he turns onto a secondary kill. 19-16, Boom Esports will win out the match against Red.